Good morning, students. Today's class we are going to study chapter 5 capital market. We are going to continue with the last session of this chapter. We are going to study what is foreign exchange market. Foreign exchange. Foreign exchange means, let me tell you the meaning. It is a mechanism. Mechanism means what type of mechanism? That is, the currency of one country is converted into currency of another country. And who will do this? There are many banks who deals in foreign exchange. Specifically, only those banks does this transaction who are eligible to convert the one currency into another currency. So such banks are called as foreign exchange banks. So what these banks do is that they maintain stocks of one currency in the form of balances with the bank. So when the stock is available, people can go and exchange the currency with that banks. So it may be in dollars, yens, pounds. Okay, students. So any type of currency which is foreign currency will be dealt in the bank. So convenient for exchanging from Indian currency to foreign currency. Next, foreign exchange market. When I say foreign exchange market is a market which encourages this foreign exchange trading. So there are a lot of currencies available in the market at ready stock. So this is a market which is called as most liquid type of market. So in foreign exchange market, day to day, there will be more than $5 trillion of foreign exchanges per day. So this market includes all currencies in the world, and any individual or a company or a country can become a member of this foreign exchange market so that they can convert their currency into another country's currencies. This is mainly possible when export-import businesses are done. It is useful for export-import businesses. You got me, students? Next, we are going to study another type of market, that is commodity market. From the name itself, it is clear, commodity. Commodity means any type of product or things. So this is a market which trades in primary economic sectors rather than manufactured sectors. Okay, so that is primary economic sector means that is, it may be fruits, it may be sugar, food material, cereals, items, and so and so. So this is called as commodity market. So you have all types of commodities, agricultural commodities, metals, energy giving commodities, and so and so. The only thing is that these commodities are split as hard commodities and soft commodities. So when I say hard commodities are typically natural resources. So any commodity that is extracted from the earth, like gold, rubber, oil, any commodity which is extracted from a thing can be called as hard commodity. When I say soft commodities, mean they are the agricultural products and food products like corn, wheat, coffee, sugar, soya bean, porks, and many other day-to-day products what we use in our day-to-day life. See, here's a picture of commodities. So types of commodity can be in the form of metals, it can be in the form of agricultural products, and it can be in the form of energy giving products. So the market in which all these types of products are dealt in, where purchase and selling take place, such type of market is called as commodity market. Next, another type of market is derivatives market. This derivative I already told you in the previous section when I discussed about the financial instruments. Derivative is one of the financial instrument. I told you it is a contract. So I did not give you a brief explanation of that, children. Now we have come to specifically deal with this derivative market. So let me tell you what is derivative first. So a derivative is nothing but it is a financial instrument, but the value of the derivatives depends on is derived from the value of another asset. That is, it derives its value from the value of another asset through contract. So that is why such type of market which deal in derivative instruments are called as derivative market. So when I say contract, it can be futures contract, forward contracts, swaps, options, exotics. Okay students, so few of the terms you have to know. So here is a picture showing the types of derivatives. So what are the instruments types? It can be in forward type or future contract type. It can be in the form of options. It can be in the form of swaps. So when I say options, it can be buy option or put option. So who are all the participants in the derivative market means? There are people called as hedgers, speculators and arbitrators. Okay, first let me tell you what is this future contract. Future contract is a type of derivative only, children. It's a contract made between the buyer and the seller, and this type of contract derives its value from the value of the asset in the future date. So here is a very good example for you. I have written the example for you. Let me explain it to you. Let me take Ramu and Somu, a very familiar name which we all deal with. So let us think that Ramu is a farmer. He is having cattle. He is growing cattle. So he has 10 cows. Now Ramu wanted to sell this 10 cows in the market after a year. But you see, each day Ramu has spent rupees 30 for these cows. So his investment is 30 per cow. That means his total investment for 10 cows is 300 rupees. Now there is a talk that cow diseases are going to arise and it is spreading in the market. Now what is Ramu is in very much fear of this cow disease. So if at all that cow disease attacks his cows, then Ramu has to sell the cows for a lesser amount, maybe less than rupees 30. So now Ramu, what he does is that he has decided to sell in the market before the disease attack the cows. So he finds a broker to sell his cow. The broker finds an investor to buy Ramu's cow. Okay, let us keep that the investor is, you are the investor. Now what happens? Ramu and that investor makes an agreement. The investor is ready to buy Ramu's cow at that market condition date. On that date, let us keep rupees 100. So they make an agreement that to sell the cow after a year only, this investor is going to purchase his cow. But what is the cost of the cow? 100 rupees. Now what's happening? This 1 year this cow will be with Ramu only, but after 1 year only this cow is going to be sold to the investor. Okay, but what is the amount of each cow? 100 rupees. Now the agreement is made. So this agreement is called as future contract because the purchase and selling is going to take place after 1 year. Okay children, now what is happening, let us see. After 1 year, the market condition is very good. No cow disease has attacked this Ramu's cow. Now Ramu will have to sell his cow for 100 rupees only because he has made already an agreement. Now the investor also has to purchase the cow for 100 rupees only. Maybe the rate of the cow is more than 100 rupees after 1 year. But now Ramu has to give it for 100 rupees only. Now, on the other hand, the investor can sell the cow even for rupees 200 if no diseases attack. Okay children, so this is called as futures contract. Now let me tell you what is options contract. So option is also a contract. The instruments in the financial instruments in the market are sold using this type of options contract also. Now let me explain to you children. Once again, let us keep that Ramu is a real estate owner who is having a piece of land. The cost of that land on that day market price is rupees 5 lakhs. Okay, Now there is another person called Somu. He wanted to buy the land. That means he wanted to use his savings to invest in a land. But that time he is not having 5 lakhs in his hand. Now what he does, he approaches Ramu and he makes an agreement with the Ramu to sell the land for rupees 5 lakhs after a year, so that he can collect rupees 5 lakhs. Okay, and he pays an advance amount of 50,000, telling that this land should not be sold to anybody else. Now let us see what happens. The agreement is made. After 1 year, the same land value has increased to 7 lakhs. Okay, now Somu comes to know about this. He meets Ramu. He happily pays rupees 5 lakhs and he buys the land, because the agreement is made for rupees 5 lakhs only. So here the person is using buy option. Okay, next, suppose the market value of the land is decreased, then it is profit for Ramu, because the agreement is made for 5 lakhs but no development has taken place in the land and the market value has increased. Now the contract is made for 5 lakhs. Either Somu has to buy the land for 5 lakhs or he can go for put option. Put option means cancelling the option. Now he has already paid 50,000 to him. That 50,000 alone is a loss for Somu. You got me, students? That advance amount is a loss. So this is option contract. Okay, children, such type of contract is also followed for certain financial securities. You got me, students? That is for shares, stocks, bonds, debentures, or whatever it is. These optional contract can be followed. You got me, students? So very simply, to make you understand, we have made use of the products, that is cow and land. Okay, children, otherwise this is followed on shares of different types of companies.